Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Pam. I am the owner, cosmetic formulator, and soap maker behind all the things Lather and Soul. So watching this back, I think it's really funny how aggressively I'm putting everything down for the sake of ASMR. So enjoy. Today I'm making my Afterglow Jelly Hydration Masque, which is exactly what it sounds like, a jelly consistency with a bunch of humectants and wonderful extracts for your skin. We have things like panthenol, which is also vitamin B5, some manuka honey, and of course some glycerin, and my own hibiscus glycerite. A glycerite is basically just an alcohol-free extract, and you can take extracts from plant matter, botanicals, fruit, vegetables, so in this case I took it from hibiscus petals. The xanthan gum I'm adding here is what gives it the jelly consistency, and I'm mixing it in with my glycerin and glycerite so that it doesn't clump and it creates a nice consistency. This is the panthenol, so again the vitamin B5, also a humectant, and I'm going to dissolve it in some water so it doesn't clump when I add it to the formula. And of course adding some water to hydrate the xanthan gum. This will slowly start to clump, and now I'm adding my rose geranium hydrosol because it adds a nice little fragrance in addition to the hibiscus glycerite. So I think you can see here it's starting to clump up, which is normal. This is my chelating ingredient, which I add to almost all of my formulas that contain water because it helps boost the preservative system. I love adding manuka honey to skincare. For me, I feel like manuka honey is the gold standard when it comes to the different varieties of honey. Manuka honey is amazing because it's full of antioxidants, enzymes, antibacterial compounds, and also it's just a great humectant. Now I'm adding my various extracts. So we have chamomile extract, calendula extract, sea buckthorn seed extract, and green tea extract. And of course, we need the preservative because where there is water, there is life, and it will get disgusting if you don't. So the folks out there who are making products that are saying their products are preservative free, that sounds really dangerous. I don't like to waste anything, so of course we're going to scrape the immersion blender and get as much of the product off it as we possibly can. The next important step is to check the pH of the final product to make sure that it's in line with our skin's pH, which is like 4 to like 5.5, so we want it within that range. So here I'm making my citric acid solution. So this will lower the pH of my product since the chelating ingredient I use has a very high pH, so it typically raises my final pH. pH is perfect, so now we can get these puppies in the jars. How amazing would it be to be able to actually work this fast? Look at that texture. And it's so pretty. Whenever I have leftovers, I always like to package them up as little samples, and I'll put them in my customers' orders. That way they can try something new that they may not have thought to try before. These press and seal discs are an absolute must for me, not only for doing in-person markets, but also for my wholesale clients so that they know that the product is sealed and hasn't been contaminated. I print all my labels in-house, so if you want a detailed video about my experience with my Primera LX610 printer, I have a video posted on my channel that you can watch. It's long, it's 18 minutes, but it's very thorough. Now it's cutting the labels at the exact size that I need for my jars. I don't have one of those fancy labeling machines, but I find that one of my soap dishes works great to hold my jars nice and straight so I can apply my labels. And it saves me a few bucks on a special labeling machine. And that's it. So if you want to grab this product, it's on my website. Thanks for watching.